Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to today's Pick a Card. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides who's coming in next relationship. I do have some clues and evidence. It is a fully channeled message. I'll be using some charms and some initials and whatever spirit wants to share with me. So what is the loving energy that's around you? What is the loving energy that's coming towards you? Let's see what your spirit guides have for you today. Let's grab our choices. Okay, so we have 3 choices. Group A is embracing the new. We have this beautiful card with this rainbow and looking forward to something ahead. I have group B as togetherness. Finding somebody to share a life with, to be together. And group C is love never ends. Looks like an everlasting kiss there. So take a moment to pick which pile, which card you are most drawn to. And I will timestamp the readings and I'll see you in your reading. If you picked group A, this reading is for you. So you picked embracing the new. You're looking for new love. You're looking for somebody to come into your life that you can wrap your arms around and be excited about. Let's call in your spirit guides. Let's see what spirit has for you. Spirit, please share with me what loving messages about this connection do you want us to know? What is it that you have for us at this time? I am listening for you now. I have the folly of pride, the number 30, and I had the number 6 in the first card. So you have, first of all, you're not going to settle is how it's coming into me. All right. So you're proud of yourself, hold your head up high. You're going to wait for the right one. Spirit just said, there's no reason to hold back. So there's a feeling of, you know what you want and you're not going to settle. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. I have making magic. Everything seems perfect and it's not an illusion. They want you to trust. They want you to believe in love. They want you to understand that they're saying it only comes once, like a once in a lifetime love. You may have experienced love before, but maybe what they're trying to say is never like this. Maybe this time it's different. It's off the charts. It's deeper. It's a more committed love. So you could have had other relationships, or you probably have, but nothing like this. They're asking you to trust and keep believing that they just said the best is yet to come. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I have back and forth, changing your mind or being confused emotionally, that you may struggle with a certain individual that you have had a hard time letting go of, or why is that person still lingering? And Spirit could be saying, maybe this is an opportunity for you to really cut those ties, to be open, to believe in us, to trust what we have for you. It's always hard. And I have expectations, having very high ideals or unreasonable requirements, fantasies. I want you to dream big. I don't want you to hold back. I want you to have everything that you want to have, because I don't want you to settle, but I do want you to be realistic. I don't want you to walk around with that perfect checklist because sometimes the person that Spirit has for you isn't the person that you necessarily would have picked out. So sometimes we just have to be open to what the universe has for us and just see where it goes, because sometimes our expectations they didn't check one certain box, but everything else about them was great. Okay. So we don't want to lose out on a really awesome person. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a 6 of Swords. I have an Ace of Pentacles. And I have a 10 of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles came into me as a new endeavor, almost like a new job. You may be meeting this person around some new work, Some of you, maybe you've shifted your energy at work, or you have changed locations at work, or something is going on around work. Not all of you, but some of you. But it did feel like a new door opened in that area of your life, and then this person comes in. I do feel the sense of I have been constantly just trying to move away from a situation. They're saying moving on. So you are working strongly at that. And then they're trying to bring you this happiness with this 10 of Cups. It's a feeling of, I know that I can be happy with you. I want a happy home. I want a happy life. I want to feel fulfilled, they're saying. So we have somebody for you that you're going to settle down with, is how they just said it. And they have, it was almost, I'm going to put down roots, whether it's we stay in a connection for a long time, we have a family, we grow together, but it was definitely a feeling of putting down roots. I have a King of Wands at the bottom of my deck, and I have an 8 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. And I have a Justice card. So I'm going to say that 8 of Pentacles is coming into me as I'm willing to work hard at a relationship if you are. Now, the Justice card is coming into me as commitment, but maybe we know to be successful in a relationship, we both have to work hard. This King is bringing into this connection a lot of, I'm going to say, a wow factor. So it could be you're just physically really attracted to this person, or there's something very charismatic about them. They just said there's something that you kind of look up to them. They inspire you. You are proud to be with them. So there's definitely, this person has a lot of energy they're sharing with me. So this person could be very busy with their work, with that 8 of Pentacles, busy with the life that they created. But overall, it was a feeling of, I would like to have commitment. Spirit, can I have some initials, please? First initials, last initials. Maybe you'll spell your name, somebody that you may be thinking of today. The letter N, Y, A, O, H, another O, F, E, letter D, F. I have a Q, a W, I have a Z, I have an M. Let's get a couple more, another M and another Y. Okay, my. I want you to be mine. How about that? That's nice. They're saying bottom of the deck, another A. Okay, so we've got an A as well. Spirit, what sign maybe on either side, sun, moon, rising, what sign can we be? I have an Aries, Cancer. I have a Leo. I have a Virgo. And I have a Gemini. Okay, so some of you that may be connecting to you. Spirit, please tell me more about this connection, anything that you want me to know. They're saying that you will be guided to this person. It feels almost a like an inner knowing, like I should go somewhere and something tells me that I should be there. Maybe that you're invited somewhere, or you and a friend say, do you want to go to this place or this place? And you just feel like you're being guided to one place over the other for a reason, something like that. Somebody has a cat. It almost feels like a kitten. It feels like I want a kitten. Maybe somebody who wants a kitten. As soon as I move out of somewhere, I'm getting myself a cat. So that's something maybe we talk about. I have children. Some of you may have children. Little bit of a, you can see they're all like kind of swinging. I forget what that, Barrel of Monkeys. Remember that game, Barrel of Monkeys? And maybe they're a little bit at the age where they're a little wild. I've got 3 boys, and the boys always are running around playing, and, they're in and out of the house and something like that. So maybe we have our hands full is how I feel. I've got children around us, or I have hopes that we would have children someday. I have winter energy. It could be birthday months. Let's see, December, January, February energy. I like the winter, they're saying. So somebody who likes seasons, changes seasons. They don't mind the cold. Maybe it's not their favorite season, but they buckle up and they, you know, dress up for the weather, but they like the change of seasons. I have summer. If you ask them maybe what is the most important season to them, what do they enjoy the most? Part of me feels like they like to work outside. Now, whether it's part of their career or it's something that they'd like to do, they like to do yard work, they like to be outside. So they get a lot more done in the summertime. And I feel like that's why they're drawn to the summer, spring, summer, early fall. So I feel like because it's connected to outdoor weather. So maybe this person works outdoors. Maybe this person likes to be outdoors. So that could be connecting them. I have a pool hall. I'm not necessarily feeling pool hall, but I am feeling competition. I feel that anytime I have an opportunity to play a game with somebody, a ping pong game, darts, pool, I can't even think of other things, any kind of card game. I feel like I become very competitive. This person likes to win. I feel like maybe you don't even want to play games with them because they're like become too obsessive over winning. But I definitely have a competitive person who, you know, I'll take you on a game of ping pong if they see a ping pong table, something like that. I have somebody as an artist. Somebody loves to connect with their creativity. That feels nice. I have a barber, hairstylist, barber. That could be a career for somebody, or it could be I have to go to the barber all the time. I have thick, dark hair. I have hair that grows very quickly. I'm meeting through a friend. There's a gut feeling of spirit telling you to go somewhere is how it's coming into me. That I feel like I was guided to you is the best really way for me to say it. So let's see what else they're saying. Personality traits, spirit. What is it that you have for us? I have hipster. Okay, hanging out with friends, living in the now, chilling. I'm going to say I like to just hang. I'm going to say it's something like that. When I'm not working, I like to do things, but I don't want to have something on my schedule all the time. I just want to kind of relax and hang out and rejuvenate and get back ready for work the next day. So I feel like this person's pretty casual for the most part, and I'm just looking for somebody to spend my life with. A lady whisperer, flirting, loving words, energetic messages. I can feel the energy between us. I can feel the kinetic energy. I like the eye contact spirit saying. I like the, I don't know, I just feel that energy, that invisible energy between two people. So I'm going to say that there's a bond right from the beginning that maybe we can't put our finger on it other than its attraction. So, but I do feel like that will definitely grow into something much stronger. I feel like they are going to fall in love with you. I have a workaholic on one side. That could be you. That could be them. Maybe you have a tendency to work all the time. Maybe you need to work all the time. Maybe your job demands it, or you work for yourself. And maybe that's something that we both have to look at. We have to take more time for work-life balance. So one of us could be just kind of full steam ahead with a career, and somebody new comes into our life and we have to make room for that. So maybe that's something we talk about. I have a very happy soul. Oh, I love that. Big smile. I just want to hang out. I like the word lucky. I feel that somebody who comes into your energy that says to you, I'm so lucky I found you. I'm so grateful that I found you. I don't want to mess this up, Spirit just said. So somebody who's going to take this seriously, somebody who sees you as the type of person that they really want to be. And so I feel like they don't want to drop the ball. I will say that. I think that that's something that they are going to put the effort in, Spirit just said. We want that. I have love's abundance. Your relationship is filled with an abundance of love and joy. Embrace the gift and allow it to overflow into every aspect of your life, enriching your experiences and your connections. So an abundance of love. There's infinite love in this world. And when they had said to me in the beginning that this is a love like no other, I do feel that there's something about this particular connection that it's not that you're questioning it, it's that you're embracing it. Maybe you're a little bit older, maybe you've learned lessons, maybe you're more grateful, more appreciative, or you see qualities in this person that you've never seen before. But usually the reason why we fall in love with somebody is how they treat you. So this person could be the best thing that's ever happened to you. They could be treating you really, really well, super kind, being available, being consistent, Spirit just said, supporting you emotionally and encouraging you. What can I do to help? Energy. So I feel like that's the difference. You have somebody who steps to the plate and actually puts you first, and that feels really nice. Let's get some charms. Let's see what your charms are saying. We'll get some additional clues. If this person is in your life, great. If not, continue to manifest along with me. Let's see what we have. Okay, I'm going to get a scoop. Let's see. Okay. What is going on? Let's get this sign first. So I have a Sagittarius. I have a Q. I have a T. Okay. I have a cross. Okay, so one of us may be Christian, and we may actually wear a cross. We may wear a necklace. That's a cross. So that feels pretty strong to me. That faith, my faith is important to me, no matter what faith it is. So I'm going to say it's important. I have a big, beautiful smile. Somebody, just like I said, with this happy soul. That could be the first thing that you notice about them, that it's their smile. I have a big, happy face. You've got somebody who is bright and happy, I guess. And we attract what we are putting out to the universe. So you must be happy. You must be bright. And maybe they see that in you. They love your smile. They love that you're always optimistic. They love that you have this great view of the world, that everything is going to be okay, no matter what. Just this kind of optimism of I can get through anything. That's nice. This says make a wish. I know this says make a wish. So take a moment and make a wish. You definitely deserve that. I have find joy in the journey. They just said to me a long time. And when I asked what they meant by that, they said it's taken a long time to find you. So this person probably has been dating other people, I would assume, but they haven't met you. And I think that they know that you're the one. And it took a long time for them to find you. So I feel like that's something they share with you. I've been looking for somebody like you. I can't believe that you have finally come into my life. So that they feel the difference, Spirit just said. They feel the difference in this connection right away. I have an eagle. I mean, I could say like the United States, the bald eagle. Okay, maybe we're from the United States. But it was more of a bird's eye view. It was more, eagles are pretty substantial. So it was more about looking at things from a bird's eye view. Like, where could we go with this connection? What could this journey look like? What could be in the future for us? And I do feel like we look at it from a big picture point of view, whether we talk about it or it's just in our head early on. I think that it's definitely going through our minds. Where could this connection go? So that feels really nice. I have a night of drinks and music. It feels like a date. I have a little music sign. I feel like it's a little date. I feel like it's cocktails. There could be music playing in the background. I'm excited to meet you. I feel like the conversation is flowing. It's very easy. I feel like we're laughing. We're making each other laugh. Lots of smiling. I'm going to say we're having a good time. I feel like they're using the word uninhibited. We both let down our guard. We both are just being ourselves. You both could have a great personality. And I guess you're just having a good time. So I'm going to say right from the start, that you guys pick up on, we're really good together, or it's just pretty easy to talk to you and enjoy being with you. So I feel like right from the start, that's good. I have a ship's wheel and an anchor. They said to me, the way they said it was, let me steer the ship. Excuse me. Hold on. I needed a little drink of water there. Let me steer the ship is what they had said to me. And it doesn't mean that they're in control. It's the divine masculine energy in play in this connection. I feel wants to make the decisions and they want to go at their pace. So if that's okay with you and they're consistent and they're doing the right things, for whatever reason, the divine masculine wants to be, doesn't want to be back into a corner, doesn't want to be pushed, doesn't want to have somebody, make them say something they're not ready to say. So they want to go at their own pace. And I feel like eventually what's going to happen is this person will become your anchor. They will become your rock. They will be there for you, but they've got to do it in their own time is how it's coming in. So that's okay. I have cherries. They're saying cherry picking. A little bit of going back to that expectations that we want to be careful that we're not, I like this about them, but I don't like this. I like this about them, but I don't like this. Nobody's perfect. Look at the person as a whole person. But it was a little bit of a cherry picking, be careful we're not, picking somebody apart for things that don't really have any meaning in the big picture of things. If they're very important to you and they're a deal breaker, then absolutely. But try to look at everybody as human and nobody's going to be perfect. I've got this beautiful flower and I have this butterfly and I'm just going to say blooming. I'm going to use that word for now, just a sense of blooming. Look for maybe that kind of bright pink flower. Maybe that's something that you'll see. Maybe you're seeing, more consistently pinks, something like that. But I'm just going to say blooming. Love is blooming. Okay, so those are your charms. That feels really, really good. And let's get a final message. Let's see what else they want. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want for this connection? What is it that you need us to know? I have a hermit. Okay, so we're alone right now. We're searching, we're looking. That's nice because the Queen of Swords came into me as not only are they attracted to you physically, but they like what you have to say. They are impressed with you, or they are admire, what you've done with your life, or how you think, how you talk. You're interesting, they just said. So you have great stories to tell. So maybe you're a great storyteller. I have a 5 of Cups. And I have a Page of Swords. This came into me as they like to hear how you go about picking yourself up and how you've picked yourself up in different situations. Because I feel like when we start to be, what they say, we're uninhibited and we're vulnerable with each other, that it's a feeling of, I like to hear these stories. Okay. I like to know how you got through something that was difficult, because it's showing them that you can kind of handle anything. And people want to be with a partner who can handle life. They don't want to be with somebody who, when life gets tough, they freak out and expect the other person to pull all the weight. They want to be with somebody who is going to be right in there with them if things are difficult. Somebody's sick. Somebody has a family member that's very sick. Somebody lost a job for some reason. You know, things happen in our life as a couple. So partners want to be with somebody who's strong, as equally as strong as they are, so that we can get through life together, is how I feel. So this person respects that in you. I like that. Let's get some loving messages. My body says yay. My heart says heck yay. So I feel like I'm attracted to you, but more importantly, they're sharing that their heart is going to be in it also. I care for you deeply and I just need time. Let them take the lead. Okay. There's a little bit of a feeling in this particular connection, not in all connections, but in this connection, this person has it in their head that they want to go at a certain pace, whether it's, I want to take things slow, or I just want to do things. I don't want to rush into something they just said. I don't want it to be all hot and heavy within the first couple of weeks. Okay, let them, if that's important to them and you're happy, then fine. We'll do it your way, unless it doesn't work. Then we'll switch to my way. Our love is so complex, but I wouldn't have it any other way. You're both coming into this connection with a history. You both have a life before you meet each other, whether it's, I've been in relationships before, I have younger kids, I have older kids, I have family, I have a job, I have a dog, a cat, a house. We all come to relationships with a full plate. So we have to figure out a way to combine those two worlds. And it takes time. It takes time, but we can do it. You were meant for me and you're perfect. I love that. So that feels good. And let's just get a timeline. We always like to see when, if Spirit will share with me any kind of timeline. I like the overall energy of the consistency. I feel like this person is pretty stable. I'm going to say it that way. Their spirit just said they're looking for love. They're actually looking for a relationship. So when you ask them, what is it that you want? They're going to say, I want it to be in a relationship, which is not the answer you get from everybody. So I think that that's probably going to be a breath of fresh air right there. Spirit, please share with me. I have, by the end of the month, the number 53. I have let it be a mystery, number 36. Let Spirit work. It's the right time to take action. It's number 6, June. Okay, we're in June now. And one more. Next week looks promising. The number 37. They're all good. They're all, within like a reasonable period of time, like now. So we're going to thank Spirit together. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you picked Group B, Togetherness, this reading is for you. We're going to ask our spirit guide who's coming in, who's coming towards you, what's next in a relationship, loving messages. So we'll get some clues and some evidence and some overall energy around you. So look at the card. I have the number 18, and it just came into me as together we can do anything. And I do feel that with the right person. That when we have, they're having me look at the swans. Okay. The swans are soulmates. And I guess they're letting you know that we have a soulmate coming. It was like, we're going to be very similar. They're saying a very connected energy. So you may have a lot in common, or you may be one of those couples where you almost look like you're a family already, where you guys look very similar in some way, and everybody's like, oh my God, you guys look so much alike, it's crazy, you know, or there's something about you that makes you look that you look like you're meant for each other. I guess I want to say it that way also. But a togetherness energy, how gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me, what is it, the loving messages you have for us? I have fear, the number 16. There's nothing to be afraid of. They have an eternal love coming in, and you have been going through a massive transition, they're saying already. And you are ready for love, and you are ready to receive this love. It is out there. They do want you to believe in it. They're saying there's no holding back. Like, this is a good time in your life to start again. This is a good time for you to, you know, see what else is out there and to allow a new love towards you, because I do feel like it's going to be more of a soul connection. Spirit, please share with me. I have flying high, feeling infatuated, having an intense affair. Okay. Passion. Okay. So maybe it's more passionate than anything that you've had before. I'm totally infatuated with you. I could be, they could be just kind of obsessing over you. I'm totally into you. The airplane's also coming into me as I want to travel. I may take you away or want to plan a trip with you. They're saying sooner than later. So maybe early, even on in the relationship, like let's go away. Let's go for a little vacation together. So, and I do feel like we're traveling by plane to be together. So there's something going on with that with me right now. I have a power play, wanting to dominate or control a relationship, influencing a relationship. I'm going to say that that's a boundary that you have set up, that crown is coming into me more as I've worked really hard at loving myself first, putting myself first, not having somebody tell me what to do or when to do it. I'm not going to ever put myself in that position again. So there's a sense of, I need to be with somebody who's secure, because I have worked really hard to build my own self-esteem and my own security. And the last thing I need is somebody to come into me and like cling to me or beg me for things, or, you know, just constantly be wanting and wanting and wanting. So I need somebody who it's going to be more give and take, definitely. I have a fine romance, caught up in a whirlwind of emotions and promises. I'm very attracted to you, very romantic. This could be a romance of your lifetime, Spirit said. This person is deeper emotionally than somebody you've been with before. They are able to express themselves. Spirit saying they're not afraid to say, I love you. They're not afraid to say really sweet and kind things, and Spirit saying you're not used to that. But you need it, and it feels good, and you feel nurtured, and you feel loved. So this person is, they're saying genuine. Okay, I'll take genuine. I have a six of Pentacles. I have a 4 of Swords. I have an 8 of Pentacles. And I have a 4 of Wands. I've worked really hard on myself, and I'm not going to let that go. That there is a sense of, you know, whether it's years or months, it doesn't matter. But you have gone through some kind of journey of self-discovery, they're saying, and you deserve more. Like, you, through that discovery, you realize that I want to be in a relationship that's win-win. I want to be in a relationship that's give and take. I want to be in a relationship that if I put in all this energy and time, somebody puts energy and time into me. I do have this beautiful 4 of Wands. So this person may be wanting to commit. This person probably does not have the fear of commitment with that emotional energy that I felt a moment ago. So they could be somebody you end up marrying one day, and you have that forever after home with them, and you have a forever after life with them. So it's just a feeling of a commitment. I definitely will say that. I have a Death card. I have a Tower. I have a Magician. And I have a Queen of Swords. I think it's on both sides, the Tower and the Death card. I think that neither one of us are coming into this relationship not having felt a heartbreak or heartache. I feel like that's something that, we talk about in the beginning. We don't, stay on that topic the whole time, but, you want to know like what somebody went through, or you want to know, I'm divorced, I'm not divorced, whatever happened. But what came into me was this, I reinvented myself energy. And it was more of I'm not the same person that I was in my first relationship. Maybe I met my first person when I was in school, in high school, and I never really dated anybody else. And I just ended up with them, or one of the first people I ever really dated. I didn't date a lot, but after that connection, I feel like I found myself. This is somebody who has definitely worked on finding themselves, and I don't want to let that go. So there's something about you that is saying to me that whoever I'm with has to accept who I have become. And the person that Spirit is bringing to you knows who you are, and Spirit knows who you are. So they're going to bring somebody that's important to you, that's a match for you, and that it definitely accepts you for who you are now. Okay, that's the quality that they're going to see in you. Let's get some letters, first initials, last initials. Maybe we'll spell somebody's name that you're thinking of, or your name. Spirit, please share with me. The letter Z. I have a Y, an M, another Y. I have an F, an N. I have an E, W, N, A, F, M. I have an O, H, F, T. I have an E. Let's get a couple more. The letter C and the letter X. Okay, so some of you, that definitely may give you a couple of clues, or even a confirmation. Spirit, what sign on either side? Okay, sun, moon, rising on either side. Your sign or their sign. Spirit, what do you have for us? I have a Taurus. I have a Capricorn. I have a Scorpio. I have a Libra. And I have an Aquarius. Okay, don't worry if you don't see your signs. Just a reminder, these are general for everybody. So take with you what connects to you. Spirit, give me some clues, evidence, things to think about, things to look for, anything about this connection I need to know. I have a handyman, works with tools. Okay, could be in the construction business. Could be somebody that is just good at putting things together. The big box comes and it has all those directions, and somebody's got to put it together. So they could be just handy, with fixing small things. If that's the case, that could be a bonus. I have children. All right. Somebody has children on either side. We could each have children. They could be grown children. Spirit just said. I love nature. I love being outdoors. And I also feel like I like to travel to different places that are outdoors, that if I have a chance to travel, I'm going to travel to places that are more nature centered than city centered. So it would be, I want to go to the big national parks. I want to go to, Hawaiian Islands, I mean, I want to go to the rainforest. I want to go on a safari, like I would want to be out in nature as opposed to being in a downtown city. So this person's definitely more connected to that. I have an Aquarius again. Okay. I have connected to the military. Maybe somebody served in the military. Maybe they have some family members. They could have a child in the military. I have looked for a ladybug. Okay, so that could be just a sign. You keep seeing ladybugs. You've caught a ladybug on your car, anything. I have a pool hall. That feels like just hanging out with friends, not necessarily like hanging out in a bar, but maybe somebody has a finished basement and they happen to have a pool table down there. And maybe I'm just hanging out with some friends or some new friends with this person. I have comedian, but I don't know if they're necessarily a professional comedian on stage, but they could have a great sense of humor. That could be the thing. They're saying Taurus at the bottom of my deck, so that feels good. But they could have a great sense of humor. That could be one of the things that you notice about them right away, that they make you laugh. They make you laugh out loud. They say, I love to make you laugh. I love to see you smile. That could be something that just catches you. They could have an amazing personality. Sometimes you fall in love with somebody because of their personality. They're just such a great person. I have a little bit of a daredevil. This person's willing to take chances. This person is maybe because they're connected to the nature. Maybe they are a skier or a snowmobiler is what I wanted to say, or they. I don't know if that's daredevil as much. I mean, it can be, but they could be, I ride motorcycles, or I've just done some crazy things in my lifetime because I thought it would be fun. I'm the person who has jumped out of a plane with a parachute. I'm the person who wants to go bungee jumping. So there are people who have that in their blood. They love roller coasters. Okay. They love anything that's that kind of adrenaline rush. So this person could love those types of things. I hope you do too. Otherwise, you're going to stand back and watch. I feel at home with you, a 5-dimensional connection, a soulmate connection. Gorgeous. They already shared that with us. An everlasting connection, even a marriage. So they do feel like this could be long-term for you. I have an attorney. Okay, so somebody who's just, maybe they're connected to the law enforcement, maybe they're in the legal system somehow, work for courts. They could have gone from the military into some other kind of like policing, like state police, something like that. But it, connected to the court system somehow. I have a rider. I'm unstoppable. There is a part of this person that makes me feel that they're intense, is how I want to feel. There's a sense of intensity about them, that everything they do is pretty powerful, or everything they do has got this kind of momentum behind it somehow. Spirit, please share with me. I have divine timing. Trust that the universe is bringing your soulmate to you at the perfect time. Divine timing. Divine timing ensures that you are both ready to embrace the love and lessons the relationship has to offer. Being in the now is divine timing. Divine timing is now and in the present. So the best thing that you can do is, you just kind of stay in the day. And if today's the day, then today's the day. That is the best thing that you can do to make you feel good about anything. Spirit, please share with me. We just know, we'll do some timeline cards also, but when it's meant to be, they're saying, okay. I have a page of Pentacles. I have a page of Wands. So it's a new beginning. This feels definitely new person. I want to spend time with you. There's an instant attraction they're sharing with me. So I definitely feel that chemistry coming in. I have an Emperor. I will say that, and I have a Star. I think you're everything that they've been looking for, and they're everything you've been looking for. So it is the Chariot, and it's going to move forward. It is going to charge forward. There's this incredible feeling of momentum behind this connection for some reason, whether it's the pace that it goes at, or it's an intensity that it's always kind of, it always is strong. I guess I want to say that. It's not going through peaks and valleys, Spirit's saying that it's always kind of high vibration, high intensity, and it just kind of stays at that level. So there's a feeling of, you know, those people who go up and down and they stop again, start again. That's not this connection. This is either two people that are both overachievers who have found each other and are really like both gung-ho in life with goals and ambitions and things that they're working on. I just feel like you've met your match. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. But yeah, there's a sense of intensity. I'm trying to come up with how I can better describe that, but I hope you guys know what I mean. All right, let's get a scoop. Let's see. What are they intense about? Okay. You know, sometimes somebody comes into your life and they're just so perfect. You don't want to drop the ball. And it could be as simple as that I just don't want to let you go. I don't want you to lose interest in me. I want to keep this going because it's really exciting. So that could be going on. Do what you love and love what you do. We probably both love what we do. We probably are very happy in our life before we enter into this connection. And then this is just like the icing. And we find somebody who, you know, just is the missing piece of the puzzle. And finally, we have kind of all the things in our life that we've asked for working for us. So that probably is what's happening around you right now. I have the number 10 weeks, 10 days, 10th of the month. I have is this a Capricorn? I have a Capricorn energy. She believed she could, so she did. There's an incredible sense of self-confidence on both sides. Both of you are very self-confident. Both of you bring a lot to this connection. Both of you, even on your own, I feel like are just very substantial, let alone as a couple. So I feel like you're perfect for each other. And I think people are going to see that in you. I think people are going to say like, oh my God, you finally found the one. I can tell. I have a big, beautiful smile. Somebody has a big, beautiful smile. So we'll put that up here. So I have big smile, always smiling. You know, the person who always has a smile on their face. A family's love is forever. My family comes first. That's probably something they'll say to you, that I'll do anything for my family. My family's always going to come first. And your family, you know, eventually your family and their family, it's all one family. It's our family. Okay, so let's see. I have a scarf and I have a snowflake. So somewhere cold. They are saying traveling to somewhere cold. So It could be, I like to ski. I go to Colorado to ski. I go to Switzerland to ski. The Alps, I don't know. But maybe this person actually travels to ski. Maybe that's something that they like to do. I have the beach. I definitely like the beach. I think that that's a fave. I'm going to say I love laying out in the sun. I'm a beach kind of bum person. This person, if they are the person that I'm thinking of, would probably be somebody who, if not a surfer, definitely grabs a boogie board with the kids and is like right in there with the kids, boogie boarding, something like that, riding the waves or just body surfing, something along those lines. I have a little Dorothy. I have a little pink rocking horse. So I do feel like we have a daughter, could have a granddaughter, but I feel like a little girl energy around this connection. I have an hourglass, and that's coming into me. It's just a matter of time with the hourglass. And I have a moon, but the moon came into me as more of a next full moon energy. So I guess I'd have to look at the calendar and see when the next full moon is. So those are your charms. So those give you a little bit more insight to the energy that's around this connection. And let's go back. Okay, so let's see what some loving feelings are. What does your future person want you to know? Or for those of you that have somebody you're thinking of right now, Spirit, what is it that you want us to know? Loving you grows my heart immensely. I want to say it's easy to love you. I want to say it that way. There's no one I trust my heart with but you. This isn't a competition. I don't feel like there's anybody else in the picture, and there hasn't been anybody else in the picture for a long time. You're the first one in a long time that has caught their attention, that they want to put time into. So this isn't a player. This is somebody who just was waiting for the right one to come along. The look you give melts me all over. So I love the way you look at me. I think that's probably equal on both sides. I feel like I think we both look like we're in love with each other. There's something I need to know. I feel like that's going to be a question coming more. Will you spend the rest of your life with me? Would you marry me someday? Is that something that you'd want? So I feel like it's more of a big picture. I want to know. I just want to know. I want to be the reason for your happiness. Beautiful. And let's see when. Spirit, when is this connection coming towards us? When is it? Any timeline? Let it be a mystery. The number 36. We can't control that timeline. I know it's hard. Next summer. I'm going to say this summer. Okay, so the summer coming up. Some of you are still in winter or spring. I don't know. I always get confused for you guys over in Australia. But this summer, let's do July, August. July, August. It's the right time to take action. The number 6, June. And one more. The next new moon. Yeah, there's something about the moon with me also. So the number 49. We'll take a look at the moon calendar. Maybe that connects to somebody. Let's put this out into the universe. It feels like a very loving energy, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you picked group C, love never ends, and the number 14 is on this card, this reading is for you. You can see this kind of eternal kiss, and it's a feeling of, now that I found you, I'll never let you go. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. I have happiness, the number 48. You bring them so much happiness. People fall in love with somebody who makes them feel good. So if you make them feel amazing, they're happy with you. They love being with you. They enjoy their time with you more than anyone. that is how people fall in love. So there must be something about you that makes them feel really joyful. And they're saying blessed also. Maybe they feel very lucky. Maybe they feel a lot of gratitude around being with you. Spirit, please share with me. I have an awareness, distracted or filling life with other things. Looking for the perfect package, okay, is how that's coming into me. And they're saying looking for love. And yes, I want you to put some time into it, but just remember, Spirit is already at work, and Spirit is going to, you're looking and they're looking, and sometimes they find you before you find them. So don't be discouraged. But this sense of the perfect package, be careful that everybody comes in a different package, and maybe what you think you're supposed to be with, or the type of person you have always imagined yourself with, isn't the person that you're supposed to be with, isn't the person you're going to fall in love with, and that's the best thing for you. So sometimes you have to kind of be open to what is it that Spirit has for us. I have baby steps involving children or taking time to get to know each other. I don't necessarily feel a new baby as much as taking time until I introduce you to my children. So we could keep our relationship kind of on the QT for a little while, make sure that we definitely want to be in this connection. And then we introduce each other to our families and if there's kids involved. So I just feel like we think that out. We think that out for the sake of the kids and the well-being of their mental and emotional well-being. I have fan the flames, do what it takes to keep the passion alive. So I do feel the passion. I do feel like you've lit something up inside of me that hasn't been there for a little while. They're saying romantic evenings. They're saying I'm doing things that I haven't thought about doing in a long time, whether it's, nice romantic evenings or lighting candles or, just kind of walking hand in hand or, things that maybe I haven't been doing for a while. So it does feel a sense of connection, they're saying, a connection to another human being, and the romance is important. This person could be very romantic, and maybe you haven't had that in a long time. So it just feels natural. I don't feel like it's an effort for this person to be romantic. I feel like they're just genuinely romantic. And maybe that's a little joke between the two of you. Like, you are definitely a hopeless romantic. And it's nice. It's nice to be on the receiving end, maybe for once. I have the Moon. I have a 6 of Cups. This is an extra card in this particular deck. It says Self, and it's a person in this big kind of teardrop. And I have a Sun. I feel that it's definitely somebody new. It's definitely somebody that you haven't met before, because everything feels new. Everything feels like I haven't done this before. I haven't even done this in a while. But there's a sense of, I feel like I know you. I feel like I've known you. So I am going to say that it's a soulmate from a past life that you recognize, or that comes into you with this loving energy of, it feels so familiar to you that it's very comforting. I'm going to say that we have gotten through finding ourselves, that we have spent time pushing away fear, they're saying, working on self-doubt, taking care of business, whatever business is to you. I don't know, pulling yourself out of a financial situation, or getting back on your feet, or going back to school, starting a new career, and anything. But I feel like, you had to do that, and in order to kind of find your new path or find your way. And that leads you to this person. Okay, so there's no regrets. There's no looking back. You made all the right choices, Spirit is saying, because otherwise you wouldn't be finding this love now. I have a Page of Swords. I have a Seven of Swords. I have a Five of Wands. And I have a Nine of Wands. They're sharing with me that I don't know which side it's on. It could be you, it could be them. I'm struggling with starting over. Just the whole dating again, getting to know somebody, getting back out there. Where do you start? How do you meet somebody? So I'm just, maybe I'm admitting it, that it's not my thing. You know, if you're doing online dating, you both admit to each other, you both hate it. You can't wait to get off of it, but you didn't know what else to do, something like that. But I do feel like this person approaches you. There was a feeling of interest. There was a feeling of trying more than once, is how I feel, that they may ask you out or imply that they're interested. You know, like, I'd like to see you again. I'd like to take you out for drinks. I'd like to, you know, when can we get together? And then maybe it's just kind of brushed off because you thought they were just kind of talking casually and that they weren't serious. And then they say something else again. And then, you know, maybe it's more specific. Like, you know, do you want to grab a drink? You know, give me your phone number, you know. So I feel like there's a little bit of a confusion in the beginning where, is this person interested in me? Is this person trying to ask me out? And I'm not, you know, it's like going right over my head. So there could be a little bit of that in the beginning until this is a definite date. But I do feel like there's lots of questions. There's lots of talking. So there's obviously interest there, but I feel like it doesn't come on strong right from the beginning. Like, I want to take you out to dinner. You know, I just don't feel like it starts that way. I feel like it's a little bit of back and forth and some confusion as to, is this person interested in me? So we both have to get over some kind of hurdle. I have a Three of Wands. I feel like we're both thinking about what is it that we want for our future. And neither one of us have been ready to, you know, just run right into a relationship. If it starts out slow, I feel like we're fine with that. I feel like if it's somebody who's meant to be in my life, then I'm okay with that as well. Let's get some initials. First initials, last initials. Let's see what they're saying. Maybe we'll spell your name, that somebody's name that you're thinking of today. For those of you that are thinking of somebody. We have the letter F, S, I, W, I, U. I have a P, K, R. I have a U, A, N, M, M, H, E, T. Let's get a couple more, the letter A and the letter F. Okay, so some of you those will definitely connect to. So on either side, signs, sun, moon, rising. So it could be your sign, their sign. Let's see what we have. I have a Gemini. I have a Pisces, Aries, Leo, and I have a Sagittarius today. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about this person, anything I could be looking for, any signs, any energy around this person, personality traits, anything that jumps out. This card wants to talk. Let me get this one. I have spring. Okay. Spring love, new love. It feels like new love. Spring birthdays. So maybe April, May, June, something like that. Somebody born in those months. I have a military. Okay. Somebody connected to the military. Could be my father, could be a brother, could be a son. Somebody's in the military. I have vapes, smokes, little bit of a feeling of a, in the legal states in the United States, a marijuana smoker. Maybe they do it for to be casual and to, chill out, something like that. I have a ladybug. Look for a ladybug. I have the holidays are important. This came into me as I'm a big gift giver. That I actually love the holidays. I like to buy gifts and I like to wrap gifts and I like to give gifts. So this person probably starts planning ahead with what they want to, give for gifts, but they put some time into it. They put some energy into it. So a gift giver. I have meeting through a friend. They're saying a casual connection initially. Maybe that's why there's some confusion, because you kind of feel their vibe that they're interested, but they're not coming right out and saying it. Maybe there's other people around, so it'd be awkward to, just talk to them by themselves, the whole night. So there could be just mixed kind of vibes, like, is this person attracted to me? I can't tell. I'm so out of practice. I can't tell when somebody's flirting with me. It could be as simple as that. I have summertime, connecting in the summertime, and they're showing me the waves, and they're saying waves of emotion. So it could be I'm excited that I'm having feelings, but I'm kind of scared at the same time that I can't believe I have feelings, maybe. So it could be I just haven't been in a relationship that I really wanted to be in for so long, but these feelings are all kind of new again. I have a traveler. Somebody could travel for work. I like to travel. I want to travel. I have an influencer, social media. You could meet on social media for some of you. Maybe that's how you started chatting. You were introduced there. I have winter energy, spring energy. So somebody could be a winter season, November, December, January, February, something like that, or December, January, February, right? Months that you were born. Let me get one more, please, Spirit. And I have a Libra energy. Okay. So let's see what else they want for you. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you have for us today? I feel at home with you. I feel balanced. I feel like this is an everlasting love. I feel like I just met my soulmate. So it could be very easy. It could be very comforting to you. It could be very, yes, there's waves of emotions, but I feel like it's in the direction of I'm falling for you, not waves of emotion of I don't know where I stand or I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm just happy I'm falling for somebody. I'm happy that somebody's wanting to be with me. So that feels nice. It's a grown-up. I'll take a grown-up spirit. Thoughtful, responsible, understanding, calm. They could have very healing energy, very caring energy. There's a little child's hand there that they could be very good with children, the way that they talk to children, the way they communicate with children. Now, one of you may be involved with children, childcare, school teacher, taking care of kids, working with kids in some way. So, but I feel this caring energy, like I love kids. So somebody's got kids around them. A lady whisperer, sensuality, flirting, saying sexy things, turning you on, making you laugh. Good. I have a little bit of a daredevil. I don't know if they're a daredevil in the sense that they do things that could potentially hurt them, but I think that they're a daredevil in the sense of trying new things, that they're not afraid to, I don't know, if you wanted to do dance lessons, I can't think of anything fast enough. You wanted to learn how to swing dance, or you've always wanted to take dance lessons. They're like, okay, I've never done that before, but you want to try. we'll try. That sounds like fun. So I feel like they're just kind of open to trying new things if it means we're doing it together. So that feels more of the daring, taking this chance, taking this leap of faith, taking this risk on love. It could be those things. Let's see what else they have, and then we'll do some charms. Spirit, please share with me. I have a divine connection. Your connection is divinely guided and deeply spiritual. Trust in this higher guidance and allow it to lead you to a love that is pure, profound, and transformative. So you feel like this was sent by the heavens, or you feel that this person is supposed to be in your life, or they're in your life for a reason. And you start to say, why has this person been brought into my life? Because it just feels like we're so in alignment, or it just is too easy. It's too good to be true. But that is a divine connection. That is when it's working. And instead of questioning it, you say, thank you, God, that somebody has come into my life that I want to be with, and they want to be with you. Let's grab some charms. Let's see maybe we'll get some clues with the charms. I have this big, beautiful bowl of charms today as well. So let me get these. Get a couple more. Okay. All right, so I have a letter L. I have an E, and I have an M. Okay. I have a Capricorn. A family's love is forever. That feels more of a sense of course, they love their family, but you become their family, whether you're married or a partnership or living together or committed, some kind of committed relationship. The person you're sharing your life with feels like they're your family, and that's why you'll do anything with that for them. That's why you are their emergency contact number. I say they'll show up for you. So it is that sense of we will be family one day, however we get there. It could be a formal commitment, could be a marriage. I have love. That feels like I want to write it in the sky with the sparkles. And I just feel like I want to write it in the sky. I want to tell everybody that I'm in love with you. That feels nice. I have a scarf. It's coming into me as you keep me warm. You keep me warm at night. Maybe they're a big teddy bear. Maybe they hold you in their arms. Maybe you fall asleep on their chest. Maybe maybe you have a tendency to have cold hands and cold feet, but they're very warm. So you kind of scoot up next to them in bed. I have a big, beautiful flower, big petals. They're oversized flowers, and that feels tropical to me for some reason. It feels like tropical islands or like Hawaii or somewhere like that. I just feel like they're large flowers. So maybe it's somewhere where like, look at those flowers. I've never seen flowers so big. So it could be a trip. It could be a trip somewhere in the future. I'm going to put all of these together. I have beach chairs, a starfish, and I'm going to put those all together because I feel like they're connected. Okay. This is what? A Libra? This is a Libra. I have a shooting star, make a wish. I have a peacock, and the peacock's coming into me as pride, proud, showing my feathers. Somebody who's self-confident, self-esteem. I'm not afraid to express myself. I'm proud of the work that I do. I'm proud of the things that I do, my accomplishments in life. So somebody who probably has pretty high self-esteem and is pretty proud of themselves. Almost that sense of, showing their feathers to everybody. That feels nice. I have it looks like a whisk, like a bakery whisk, baker's whisk. And again, I want to say I'm willing to try new things. Maybe we go to like cooking classes together, or it could just be an evening of, learn to make Italian food, learn to make bread. So maybe it's something that we do together, or maybe one of us is just an excellent cook or an excellent baker, and they're just a whiz in the, like, I feel like we're just whipping things up. Like it's no big deal. Like they just throw stuff in, so maybe somebody's a gourmet cook. And bonus. Okay. Somebody could be a really good cook. I have a butterfly. Look for butterflies. I would say that. I have a little girl. I definitely have a little girl rocking horse, a little girl with pigtails here. So I just feel a daughter energy. I feel a granddaughter energy, something like that on either side. And then I have these big, beautiful lips. I love kissing you. I can't wait to kiss you. I love your lips. I love your smile. Somebody who can pull off red lipstick, somebody who looks great with lipstick, or you don't see them very often without lipstick on, because they look great in it. So those are the clues for this. And I think I got them all. Yep, I got them all. Okay, so those are your charms for that. And let's see what they have for just some final messages about this connection. I always like a person who is willing to try new things. It might not be something that you have ever done, they've ever done, but you like to do it. And if we're going to do it together, they'll learn, something along that line. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Chariot. I have a Page of Wands. I have a 7 of Pentacles, and I have a 7 of Swords. I feel like the moment that I met you, I wanted to move this forward. And I do feel that I want to put the effort and the time into it. So I'm not afraid of the connection. I think that there was a little bit of a kind of dancing around each other in the beginning, but once we realized that there was an attraction here, we were, we're good to go. Can I have some clarification on that 7 of Swords? Why is that popping in out of nowhere all of a sudden? I have a Page of Swords, and I have a 5 of Cups. They're saying, just be honest with me right from the start. If you're not happy, just tell me. If you don't want to be in this connection, let me know. So somebody who just right from the beginning says, you know what, we're both adults. If we're not happy, don't just ghost me and walk away. Just say, you know what, it's not working out. Let's date other people. But I feel like that's just more of I'll give you trust. And you don't have to jump through hoops to earn my trust. I'm going to give you trust, unless, something happens and I can't trust you. But I feel like that's just how we enter into this connection. Like we don't really worry about it as long as we're both being truthful and honest with each other. I have the bottom of the deck. I have a King, and I have a King of Wands. I feel like this person wants to offer you something. It is a sense of not only offering you my heart. I give you my heart. I give you my body. I give you my soul. I feel like they're going to put I think they're going to put all their eggs in your basket. I really do. It will be somebody who truly is in love with you, who truly sees a future with you. And I think they're going to give it their all. And you're not going to have to worry about, where do I stand with somebody? Let's get some loving messages. The look you give me melts me all over. I feel like they're going to fall. This King is just going to be a little bit of head over heels in love with you. You're not just my lover. You're my best friend. I'm going to make you my world. We're going to do a lot of things together. I don't care if we're going to, cake decorating classes or swing dancing, or we're going to learn how to play pickleball. We're going to do things together. And, we're going to have fun doing them. You know, I just feel like I'm just very open to trying new things. And, you know, you may have hobbies I've never done before. You may like to do things that I've never even tried before. It could be even just food. It could be I've never eaten those types of food, but you know what? If you like it, then yeah, I'm game. I just don't know what to order. You know, I'll go to that restaurant, but I don't know what's on the menu. I have no idea. I've never ordered those foods before. So teach me. So it's that kind of back and forth energy, which I like. That we share things. We share things that we have in common, and we share things that we don't have in common with each other. I love fantasizing about our future together. So this person's already 2 steps ahead. They're already thinking, where are we going to be? You can't scare me away. I'm here for the long haul. And I do believe that. I feel that I'm not going to let you go. I'm going to put some time and effort into this. I'm going to be there for you. So you've got somebody who wants to be in a relationship, and that's half the battle. Finding the person who wants a relationship as much as you do. Let's get a timeline. Let's see if they'll share with me. This one's jumping out. I have the number 43 the next couple of months. Okay, that's not that far away. I'll take that. It's happening right now, and it is. If it's not here, it's in the universe. You have to trust that Spirit is working on it. The number 54. Timing is pushed back due to blockages. Okay, so this looks like winter energy, though. So maybe in the winter we had something going on that we just weren't ready. We maybe ended something, or emotionally we just weren't prepared for a new relationship. So maybe we're pulling ourselves out of that now. Spirit, please share with me. I have June, the number 20, June 20th. That's coming up when I'm recording this. So it's not that far away. That's a good one. I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here at this Pick a Card today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. To book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels. I'll put them in the description and in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed your Pick a Card reading, and we'll put this out into the universe, and we'll ask Spirit to guide you to this special love right away. We'll see you soon.